There's two things that I see if I were to describe you. That you have a lot going on that's playing out in the scene action-wise. Like, for instance, in Entourage, the movie, you know, you pick up somebody coming in, you move with them over here, you let the camera kind of turn this way, you grab a new person, you walk in with them.
Well, that scene is a culmination of something that we developed on Entourage, which was, and this came alive also from Julian Farino, one of the prime directors on Entourage. We wanted the idea, again, of Entourage being kind of like what you would see if you were there.
This is sick. When did Vince buy it?
It's not Vince's, it's Turtle's.
You're kidding. How much does this fucking guy make?
Excuse me, miss, you can't use a pencil when you're filling out the NDA.
So, that's a true story. You beat up 4 guys for getting loud in the movie theater?
And the press exaggerated. I just broke one guy's jaw and another guy's nose. And the third guy, there wasn't really 4. The third
One
guy,
of the thematic things was the idea of going inside to out, which we did even in the first year of Entourage. We've had Jeremy Piven in a car, moving with the car. We're moving with the car. He gets out of the car. He goes into a party, goes through this entire party, 5 different rooms, and then goes out onto the beach, and no cut.
Where's Weinstein? Anyone seen Josh Weinstein?
Yeah, he's outside drinking mimosa.
There you go, the motherfucking host of this shindig.
After that, he does the movie and he gets the Oscar. That's how we'll pay high.
When we started doing those shots, what I started doing was something that most DPs don't do. Because sometimes we would do the shot and it wouldn't work. We'd have this long shot that was 2.5 minutes long, and then they would end up making a cut in the middle of it. And I go, oh, horrible, we had this great shot, and they ruined it, they made a cut in it. And I realized, no, I'm wrong, why are they cutting it? Okay, and the reason is because for a little while it didn't work. The shot didn't work, okay, it died. And especially in a comedy, if the rhythm is off, then it's not funny.
You call my boss?
Absolutely.
So what I started doing, even in the first year of Entourage, I realized I'm listening with headphones. I'm putting headphones on. And so when we're doing a shot like that, I'm not just watching how it's lit and what the camera's doing, I'm also like watching, is it alive every second? Because if it dies for half a second, then we have to fix that. And on something like that, on a movie like that, you can't just show up that day and expect to pull that off. And there's hundreds of extras there, so you're gonna be figuring out that shot while you're paying these people to sit around. So no. So what we did is, one Scott, I kind of went there with him and I think we just looked at it generally. Then we came back on a Saturday and I brought my 5D with the Zacuto finder, and I shot with people standing in for each actor, and they had a script, so they would read it. And we practiced that whole scene, shooting that whole thing with my 5D. And it takes a while to figure that out. And then we actually found like 2 areas where there was no way that you could keep the shot going.
And use a pen, not a pencil.
You're here and it has to feel almost offhand and natural. Like, oh, look at that, let's shoot that. Oh, look at that, let's shoot that. And not overworked and not over-controlled also. Has to be a certain love of anarchy of it.
He's my boss.
So what if he's your boss?
But like one of the things that I talked to one director and he couldn't even believe this when I told him. There's a scene where they go to Lakers game and they go, well, how did you shoot that? We shot it during the Lakers game.
Handheld camera, just go in and get it.
Yeah, I mean, not just go in. You have to think about
No,
how
I
you're
mean,
gonna
but
do it.
did you light it?
No.
You just,
We shot them coming out of the actual game.
Laura, you know that, the way you got
like for instance, and I kind of studied it, the concert that they were at.
Everything you see is really happening. The guys are really in the audience. U2 is really on the stage. They said you could have these 3 camera positions. We had one camera position which was way back in the theater. Tadros Reese, great DP, did a fantastic job of shooting that with that camera. We had 2 other cameras, and that was all we were allowed to do. U2 was very concerned, to their credit, that if someone was paying to see the show, that they weren't gonna have their way blocked by people trying to film it.
And what about in the movie, there's like an outdoor scene. Did you actually get all those celebrities there on that day?
The screening party they would find out. Sometimes we'd be getting a call. Like at the end of the day, we go, Clay Matthews can come here tomorrow. What are we going to do with him? And we'd have to figure out something to do. So it's like my idea to arm wrestle. I go, let's have Turtle arm wrestle him. There was a lot of like being on the fly, and Doug, being a great writer, I mean, he could just, so-and-so's coming, okay, what can we do? And he would think of something for them to do, and he would write it.
And it was like, can you come down today kind of thing?
Yeah. Can you come down now? Like Phil Williams, it was like we didn't know if he was going to show up until like I think 2 hours before, and then he's going to come here, and he's only can come here for 10 minutes. Okay, so we have to be ready for him. And he walked in, and we shot his scene, which is 2 or 3 shots, and he's gone.
My life is over.
No, it isn't, Ari. Relax.
Relaxy? You remember that Colombian soccer player?
I had a long discussion with my gaffer. I said, I want to be so fast in this show. It's ridiculous. And I said, I don't want to set a single light that we don't have to set. And I said, if I ask for a light and we don't need it, you tell me. And we would be doing that. We'd be on the set. I go, but put a light over there. He goes, no. I go, I want the light over there. And he'd go, no, you can't put it there because we don't need it and we should shoot this now. And that's how we did that show. And it's what I wanted, but sometimes you can get obsessive and get fixed on something. Know when to stop. No, it's ready. Let's go.